Bam, 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 bam,
Guilty
bam,
Buzz! Yeah!
Woohoo!
I sometimes think when we do a nice intro like that it reminds me back to the old 80s glam rock, right? Little
Nice.
Twisted Sister, some Kiss. That's what that
There
one
you
reminded
go.
me of.
See, I'll have to listen to it again. See how it came together.
We'll have
Definitely
to
something
see.
Gene Simmons could have come up with.
For sure, for sure. So, hey, welcome back to the Kilted Balls podcast. Today, we wanted to talk about some of the NFTs that we've been playing with and some of the movement we have done with NFTs. The big one, did we share last time your custom NFT?
I don't think I had it yet.
I don't think you did either. So if you guys remember when we did our Taco Bell NFT drop, she if you bought 6, she made you a custom.
Yes.
Okay. And so she made
thank you, Taco
Kilted.
Bell.
Yes.
This is amazing.
She made Kilted one. I showed it to Amy today and she was like, oh my gosh, that is just amazing. So look at that. So that is what she made. It is, I mean, to me, this looks like almost like a Manchester United soccer jersey. Is it supposed to be that?
City.
Oh yeah. I knew it was something. With
not United, but Manchester City.
So anyway, yeah, but a nice zombie look, and I love the background. Like, oh yeah, that's fire right there. So that's
so Gina knows it's for her birthday, and I did it obviously based on her, and she wasn't super excited about the mom bun, but I thought it was hilarious. And in the back there, if you haven't seen it, you can check it out. And actually it was on Taco Bell's Twitter. I can't remember if I put it out or not yet. But anyways, she really likes the Tree of Life.
Tweeted it back out.
Yes. Okay, I thought so. So yeah, I was amazingly happy with it. And Taco Bell doesn't love doing eyes, but I was trying to think of something, but she's like, you know what? Let me just do white eyes because you're doing the whole zombie theme. So I thought it was amazing. Thank you so much.
It's funny you say that because for my custom, I said the eyes are the most important part.
So you should be getting yours by next year.
Yeah, by next year. She was like, I hate doing eyes. I'm like, I have faith in you. Because she was like, what do you want? I'm like, I don't care. I trust your artistic integrity. I go, except for the eyes. It'd be awesome. Now, the funny part is she actually gave me, she's like, I'm so impressed with what I did. It's like amazing. And she sent it to me. I'm like, that is so awesome. That is like great. And she's like, isn't it exactly what you imagined? And I was like, no, not at all. So I'm like, I imagined it like blue and it wasn't blue. And she's like, what? You said you wanted it like warm. And I'm like, right. And she's like, blue isn't a warm color. And I was like, I'm not a creative.
You should know that.
I'm like, I just said, yeah, warm. I'm like, I don't know. She's like, you're an idiot, I think is what she responded back with. Maybe it wasn't an idiot, but
that is hilarious.
But so she made me a super awesome one that is probably her favorite ever, and now she's probably changing it.
Oh my gosh.
But it was, I told her you could just leave it. I'm like, it's amazing. You can just leave it. I'm like, I'm totally good with it. Because it was like, I was like, OMG.
Yeah.
Like it was so good. And I can't show us on here because it is not I don't even know if I have the product, right? Like,
okay.
Like I may have lost it. I'm going to try to see. Right.
Yeah. Well, that is super cool.
Oh my gosh. It was like so good. Oh, I do have it. So let me see if I can send this to you, Jared. I'm having trouble saving it. It's almost like I'm not allowed to.
You can take a picture of it and send it to me, the picture.
I am doing that right now, actually. I saved it.
Nice.
And you were the first person that came up in my share feed. So anyway, yeah. So by the way, in response to last week's stuff, I have not sold any of my NFTs. So last week, you'll remember we were talking about when do you sell? And I still don't know. So I've still got my Boss Beauty.
Oh,
I've
that's
still got my other
awesome.
stuff. I told you it's pretty much amazing.
That's pretty
Right?
amazing for sure.
Right. Exactly. Not blue,
Not blue.
which was fine. I said, this is amazing. It blows my mind. And she's like, is it? But then she asked the question, is it just how
Yeah,
you imagine?
you're being
And
honest with her.
for those of you who don't know, one of my biggest weaknesses, I say this in every job interview and they never understand, is that I'm a born honest. I'm not good at not just saying what is. So if you ask me a specific question like, oh, is this what you imagined? I can't say yes if it's
Yeah.
not exactly what I imagined. So that part of my brain doesn't function. So I have to be like, no. But that doesn't mean it's not amazing. Like what I imagine often is terrifying and awful. Just for the record, terrifying and awful. So
well, maybe
what
she'll
goes
send
on
you
in
something
here is
terrifying.
good. Like, don't want to do what's in here. You want to do what's in somewhere else, right? That's why creatives exist, because they're amazing.
Yeah.
This really good at processing. This is a fantastic processor. Don't know if it's very good at amazing.
Well, I think I have my TikTok picked out for this week.
I'm trying to, what I'm sitting here thinking in my head this whole time is like, this is like a really, really good and powerful cell phone or Windows PC, maybe even a gaming PC. Y'all are Macs, right? You're like high-end Macs doing beautiful, amazing photo work and illustrations. And you know what? I've tried doing those on the Windows PC and it works. All right.
That's
funny. It ain't the same. It ain't the same. So yeah. So you did huge, big moves. And I've heard you're famous. I haven't been to the Discord, but I heard you and Jason are famous. And my favorite part of this, I'm going to tell the story, but the fact that Jason FOMO'd himself. That's my favorite part.
I think part of it is that it was kind of both on our minds. And there have been a couple run-ups. We're talking NFTs right now. So there's a certain NFT that we've all had forever. It gets picked on a lot. We've talked about it in here. But the price moves up, moves down, moves up. But the devs are still doing things. So sometimes it's like considered the original rug pull, but it's not that at all. I'm talking about the Super Yetis. So like something was making me think that I thought that they were going to go up a bit more. So I was kind of keeping an eye on them a little bit. And then you're exactly right. This weekend, Jason started talking about it and he went crazy. He started
crazy.
A bunch of them. And
the best part about this, for people who don't know, is Jason, I don't think this is an exaggeration, has kind of sworn off NFTs lately. So his big move lately was, I'm clearing out all of my NFTs. I'm selling all my NFTs. I'm focusing on just crypto. The NFT market is too scary, right? There's too many feelings involved. And he's like, I'm out. And he's like listing stuff and he's doing great. Like he has huge Xing. And then he started talking about Yetis and he's like, maybe I'll buy a Yeti. Maybe I'll buy 2. Maybe I'll buy 10. Maybe I'll buy 20. And all of a sudden the floor started to disappear on the Yetis.
But it wasn't, the funny part was, it wasn't just he and I Saturday morning. There was someone else that was sweeping the floor. There was a third person. And the Discord started, well, here's what happened. We were talking about the rarities, and I've talked about that a couple of weeks ago. I bought the Dapper Dino and I bought another Fatale that were lower number for as far as rarities. Well, there was number 10 out of 10,000 that was 2 ETH for the Super Yetis. There was a number 8 that was, I mean, and not all of them are listed. A lot of people don't list their stuff, but the floor was 0.09. I'm like 0.09 and number 10 is 2 ETH. So I bought it instantly. I mean, because I think the number 8's for sale for 50 and number 15 is for sale for something, something large. So so that blew up the Discord, and
so when you bought it, it blew up the Discord.
And then Jason was buying a bunch of stuff, and this third person was. So they're like, "Oh, who is this? What's going on?" And then
this whale? Who's this whale buying up the floor?
And then, like, I had bought a few, and then because I only had 4, Jason started out this whole process with 32. So he had a bag. He had a bag of Yetis.
Right. Started with 32.
So yeah, the floor went all the way to 0.15. And I got some rare ones. I think I have 5 that are or 6 that are in the top 1,000. And I added one today.
So you guys are single-handedly, not really, but
and this other person
keeping the Yetis up.
Yeah, it's down to 0.9. But I agree with Jason. I'm sorry, yes, 0.09.
Yes, it really confused me because when you and Jason would talk, you would always leave off the 0, and I'm like, Yetis are 0.9? I'm like, I made so much money. Yeah, but they were not 0.09.
Yeah, I'm sorry, 0.09. And then the 2 for the 1. But I'm
trying to find your one you bought for 2.
There it is. I'm super bullish on them, obviously, because so this same time my Forgiving Horn Frog, which I had listed for 17, and I had an offer for 15. I almost took the offer, but the penny said no. Half hour later, it sold for 17. So I had some extra ETH to put towards the Yetis. So I was actually buying Yetis and Snow Demons because someone's like, "Oh, the Snow Demons are more rare. You need them to breed."
They are kind of a cool thing, the Snow Demons.
It was a fun little weekend.
What makes your Super Yeti so rare? The one you bought that is a 2. For those who are watching this instead of listening, this is the Super Yeti that he bought that was rare.
No, is that it? That was number 10?
I mean, this is the one you paid 2 ETH for.
Okay, I don't remember.
I just looked at the last price.
I think the thing that made this one number 10 is because he had so few traits.
Oh,
so if you look at other ones, they'll have like things on their feet, things on their hands. Yes. They have different teeth.
Hats.
Yeah, hats. So this had so few. That's why it's number 10 in rarity.
Yeah, because if you look at it, it only has.
Oh, there we go.
7 traits, but they're all pretty common traits. But there's 7 of them.
Yeah.
But if you go to like the gold blacks, so this is what we're talking about. Like, notice it has a camera, it has shoes, it has a glasses, it has a hat, right? So these, something like this, you had like 7 traits, right? And look at this has 10.
Yeah.
So that's probably what's like.
Yeah, and I don't know if we've talked about it. I think we have, but just to mention again, rarity.tools is a great site to check out that stuff. Yes. And another thing that I was doing, I was sniping them from Looks Rare.
Nice.
So the Looks Rare, the floor was lower than OpenSea. So I was snagging some on Looks Rare.
So I have never used Looks Rare.
Looks Rare is the one that came out. They gave everybody, if you go there, connect your wallet, list something, then you can collect your Looks Rare token. And it was similar to the to the SOS DAO. So do your own research. I was comfortable grabbing it, and they're trying to compete with OpenSea, and the DAO is trying to compete with OpenSea as well, only they're not ready yet.
So they're listed on both, OpenSea and looks rare?
No.
No.
So if you list it on LooksRare, it's not listed on OpenSea. You list it straight from your wallet. You can't list them on both. But the floor was lower in LooksRare than it was on OpenSea.
Okay.
So when OpenSea had jumped up to 0.15, there was, it didn't jump that fast, but just as an example, they were still 0.09 on LooksRare.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, but I ended up telling people that in the Discord, like, hey, like if you're going to do this at all, you can check different things. Cause I think I want to say I found something, another one that I paid 0.1 or I paid 1.5 ETH for, that was on the floor on LooksRare, but the floor was 2 on OpenSea.
Oh, so that's really interesting. I didn't know that. Wow,
So,
the floor of World of Women on LooksRare is 10.95.
Some things are higher. Some things are definitely higher.
I mean, it might be higher on the other. I haven't looked at it. I was just amazed.
I see. So the nice thing about the LooksRare, you can, well, here's the funny part. So I got my LooksRare. I instantly sold it. I think I bought Gala with it, because I wanted to have more Gala so I could have more of my NFTs on there.
How much did you get? Like, so what is it based on? So if I went right now and listed something, I wouldn't get it, right?
Yes, you possibly would. Did you ever look up the SOS?
I think I got the SOS. Wasn't that through
at Christmas time?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's going to be about that same. It was about the same for me.
Oh, okay.
Although the price was higher. So the price of looks when I got it was $2, I believe. And I sold it right away, and it was up to $7. It's back down to $4 a token.
How are the fees on LooksRare?
Well, that's the nice thing. If your looks token is staked, they give the fees back to the community of stakers. Oh, wow. So I think it's a 500%.
You connect your MetaMask just like everything else?
Yep, just connect your MetaMask. I was looking up the looks token. Yeah, it's down a little bit right now. Okay, it's 325 right now. Actually, I might buy some more.
LooksRare is? Yeah. So you're buying it right now. There you go, people. He is buying stuff right now. Like, he looked at it and was like, I'm in.
Yeah, because I've actually been keeping an eye on that. I was waiting for it to come down.
We started the episode talking about Boss Beauties. Just real quick, I said I'm still struggling with that. The Boss Beauty floor on OpenSea is 2.3, 2.5 on LooksRare. Yeah. So you got to look both places and see. It makes me wonder. Doesn't matter which one I'm looking at. I think I paid 0.3, which means I'm
0.03 or 0.3
for my Boss Beauty.
Was it? No, because you didn't mint it. You bought it after market, so it's probably closer to 0.3.
Check. I thought it was 0.3. I thought I bought both of them for 0.3.
Okay,
but I could be incorrect. So I'm doing a quick check here. 0.3. Yeah. So if I sold it right now, I'm 7xing, 8xing.
That's not bad. You're not to the 10x where you have to start deciding yet.
I'm not going to sell it right now. Yeah. Like, I didn't buy it to sell.
So something fun. I did give a shout out to, well, because I've been buying so many and I have such big bags. I did give a shout out on the new Telegram that I'm on with Crypto Lifer to the Super Yetis and the Fame Lady Squad. Both I feel low entry, high return. I wanted to put in the Uncaged as well. I think that's a little bit higher to get into, and if it's new NFT people, because we were just talking NFTs with a few of us in one of the rooms. So
right.
And I said I have a ton of both of these, and very bullish on both. But the Fame Ladies are 0.25 right now, right? Or they were.
Yeah.
Guess depends when this comes out. So that's awesome.
We haven't doubled ours, but we're going up, right? Fame Ladies have done us well. I have no interest of selling mine yet, but if those are one that if they 10x, I'd sell. I would be like, yeah, I'm selling all but the one I love.
Yeah.
Right.
So
even if they 5x, I'd probably sell one of them at 5x just to get my money back.
keep an eye out, friends are listening to the show. Keep an eye out on the music and what is happening in the NFT world. Please, there's stuff going on that I can't talk about, but keep an eye out. Because they say, please, like anything that happens in there, they say, please don't talk about.
Oh, I see. You're talking about that you've learned in that thing.
In the Galaverse, do your research, keep an eye, because I'm part of the Gala Gold group, and there's some super exciting stuff coming
I am
up.
part of Gala Gold as well. I almost FOMO'd in, but I was like, I'm not FOMOing.
Did it go on sale? Did I miss that? I thought it was tonight. I thought it was an hour.
No, I'm talking about I almost FOMO'd in buying a whole bunch of that currency right away.
Yes, I almost
like,
did as well.
It's going to peak. I'm going to buy. So
I think it's supposed to be tonight. Or actually,
we'll have to look at it.
By the time this is released, I forget what day it is. If it already happened, it happened, but you'll understand.
Yep, for sure. Well, hopefully, friends, you enjoyed our episode. Hopefully you found it informative. You can check out Super Yetis. Kilted now is heavily vested in Super Yetis. Mm-hmm. So one of the
21.
That is now the second time you have swept the floor of a project. How did it feel?
I was thinking about that. It was fun.
There was a project the other day. I don't even know what it was, but I was looking at it going, I might sell X so I can sweep the floor of this project just because I like sweeping the floor of projects.
It was really, and the fact that, well, it was someone I know and like just this random person, it was like super exciting. I hope to meet that person or find out who it was someday.
That is terrific. Terrific. So if you are owning a big collection, I hope somebody comes and sweeps your floor. And, if you want, let us know. Maybe we'll sweep your floor. So
heck yeah.
We don't mind. We don't mind. We are not whales. We aren't. Don't come being like, hey, you should sweep the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Yeah. If I had 95 each, we wouldn't be even doing this talk. So
I don't know.
We'd probably do this talk, but we'd be in a different spot.
Yes, that's true.
I would just fly to North Carolina every time to shoot, so we'd be in person.
That sounds like a good goal.
That would be a fun goal, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. So anyway, thanks for being with us. This is Ballbuster signing off.
Kill the Dragon J. I love you all.